What's up, you guys? Sasha Boss here, and today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Thor: Love and Thunder's the mighty Thor, Jane Foster herself. This is a brand new figure by Hasbro, and this thing looks magnificent. And if you don't know this already, I just love Thor: Love and Thunder. It's one of my new favorite Marvel movies of Phase 4, possibly my favorite Phase 4 movie. Yes, I'm just really stoked to have this character in the packaging. Looking super cool. So, with that being said, let's take a closer look at the figure, at the figure's packaging, and then crack this thing open and show you what she's all about. Okay, guys, so here's a closer look of Jane Foster in the packaging, and this thing looks magnificent, guys. Just look how cool she is in the bubble right there. Looking super cool. This says Marvel Legends. It says Marvel Legends Thor, Love and Thunder right here. Marvel Legends. It says Marvel's Little Figure Korg. It says Love and Thunder in the bottom. It's a beautiful side art, concept art of Jane Foster, the mighty Thor, looking spectacular. And then the back of the packaging of Jane Foster, a little read up. We get that in a minute. The read up says the mighty Thor, Jane Foster's life changed forever when she mysteriously comes to the process possess the hammer Mjolnir, and then the power of the mighty Thor. Different languages, all the figures in the wave, and then the Korg, picture of Korg, legalese in the bottom, and then yes, let's crack this thing open, and I'll be right back. Okay, before I crack this thing open, one last thing, I want to tell you a little bit about the figure. If you noticed already, the mighty Thor is a character that actually has cancer, and she got guided by the Bifrost from the comics to wield the mighty Mjolnir, and that's how she became the mighty Thor. And she's actually slowly dying from her cancer because because when she becomes Thor, the cancer treatment doesn't really work properly, so that's why she's dying. So, a little bit of an in and out kind of a character, but she was a magnificent character in this movie. Okay, guys, let's crack this thing. Here is the mighty Thor in the bubble, looking super sick. And just can't wait to crack this thing open and show you everything about this figure. So I saw this movie last night, and look at the beautiful 1980s packaging right here of Mjolnir. That Mjolnir shot looks gorgeous. Love that thing. So. Love that thing right there. So here is the mighty Thor out of the packaging. She looks super dope. Before we take a look at our Natalie Portman figure, let's take a look at some of her accessories. So taking a look at our Natalie Portman accessories, so the mighty Thor actually comes with the leg of Korg. I just love this leg. It looks super cool. I love how he's wearing pants. Yes, Korg actually has pants, and look at that beautiful sculpted detail on that leg right here, looking super sick. Yeah, I just love that. Looking cool. I compared with the other Korg figure I have as well. Leg looks cool. She also comes with her extra head. She comes with an interchangeable head, and the helmeted head looks amazing. Both head sculpts look really cool, really on par, and I just love the design of her hair sculpt. Her hair looks beautiful. I just absolutely love this likeness. It looks just like Natalie Portman right here. Looking super good. Look at that. If it focuses, that looks very spectacular. A little grudge on that helmet, a little battle damage, but that is perfectly fine with me. Yes, a little paint smudge in the back. A little bothersome, but it looks kind of like a blood splatter. She also comes with Mjolnir, which looks super cool. This is actually based on concept art. And this Mjolnir looks spectacular. And I just can't put this in the light, but it actually has some cracks on this thing. I can't believe I actually have Mjolnir in my hands. And it looks beautiful. I got all the cracks and all the different whereabouts on this thing. I don't really want to tell you how Mjolnir kind of works in this movie. It works amazing. If you have not seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about, like how it all came to be. Oh, it looks super cool. Super cool. I love that Mjolnir. And look at the little handle for Mjolnir itself. Yes, love North. Okay, guys, so looking over the actual figure herself, starting off with her head sculpt, this Natalie Portman likeness is really on par and looks amazing. Like, Hasbro absolutely killed this with the likeness of Natalie Portman on here. Just looks exactly like Natalie Portman, and she has some beautiful, dirty blonde hair, and it looks gorgeous, guys, with the cape itself. It looks awesome. It reminds me of classic Thor right here. Just a spectacular cape on the figure. And then going down the figure, she actually has really nice sculpting on her chest plate. I love the brown metal spots. Almost looks like Thor, looking really cool. She has a nice overlay piece, looking super cool. I love the designs of the sculpt right there, of the lines on this figure. And then she has gauntlets on her wrist, and then more gauntlets on this side as well, looking super cool. And she has some gloves as well, looking super sick. And going down the figure, she actually has some beautiful sculpting on her. She got some beautiful knee braces and knee boots. She just looks super cool. And then this is what she looks like from the behind. And there's nothing to hold her in place from the back. The back's not that sculpted or anything like that. I go over more of that in articulation, but this thing looks spectacular, guys. And here's a better look at her arm. Looking super cool. Just love this arm. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do my articulation segment for Natalie Portman, then I'll put on the helmet and then add all of her accessories, and I'll tell you all about this figure. Okay, guys, going over her articulation, Jane Foster can look up this much, and she look down this much, and she can move her head side to side. She can move out her arms like this. She can arm spread and can move out this much. I love that arm spread right there, looking super cool. And then her arms, she has double jointed elbows. Look at those female double jointed elbows right there. Look at that flex. Yes, love those double jointed elbows on our Natalie Portman. She has beautiful ab crunch. She can move forward this much. Can move this back this much. I love the articulation of this figure. Holy cow, probably the female figure of the year for me. Look at that. Nice ab crunch. Her legs move out this much, guys. And then her legs can kick out this much. And she has double jointed knees. Yes, and she can kick her own butt. Looking super cool. Look at that for flight poses. Look at that. Hasbro, you killed it with this figure. I absolutely love it. So guys, I'm going to add her other head sculpt. And then, it's supposed to be a beautiful ankle pivot as well. I'm going to add her other head sculpt for this figure. And then I'm going to show you how the head articulation works with the other head. And I'm also going to add Mjolnir and then do some comparisons for our Thor. For our new Mighty Thor. I just absolutely love this piece. Hasbro, outstanding. I'm going to pose her up here in a minute, but going over the helmeted head sculpt with the head, you can look up the same way, and it looks side to side beautifully. And also the head, you don't have to heat it up. It looks really nice. Minus that little spotch. But other than that, this figure is really spectacular. Love this. Hasbro, you killed it. Okay guys, so here is the Mighty Thor next to Chris Hemsworth, and these two guys look spectacular together. Holy cow! Look how cool Chris Hemsworth looks like with his Stormbreaker next to our Mighty Thor. And just look at that. That is beautiful. Here they come right now on the rotating base, and look how cool that looks. Wow. Look how cool Chris Hemsworth and Natalie Portman look side to side. Oh man. Hasbro absolutely killed it. Wow. And just for laughs, here is Korg next to all three of these people. Looking super sick. Look at Jane Foster next to Korg and Chris Hemsworth. That looks spectacular. I can't believe this looks this good together. Wow. I love that. Look at that dynamic duo. Wow. And also guys, Korg's leg looks really on par to his other leg as well. So compared to that to Korg, the skin tone is a little bit lighter, which is fine with me. So yeah. So before I close out the video, I'm going to do a Mjolnir swap with Chris Hemsworth. I want you to see what that looks like. And I put Natalie Portman back on the rotating base. So if you did like this review, please like and subscribe and see more Sasha Boss videos like this. And leave in the comments what you like about my new setup. Well, that being said, I'm out of here, and hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you guys for watching another episode of Saj the Boss. And stay tuned for more action figures reviews like this in the future. And leave a like if you've seen Thor Love and Thunder, and tell me if you like the mighty Thor, Jane Foster herself. Well, that being said, I'm out of here, and hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Thank you, and I see you guys. And just for laughs, here is our noble Chris Hemsworth with our Mjolnir. Look how sick that looks. Oh, look at that. He actually is worthy of Mjolnir. That looks awesome. Back with Mjolnir in his hands. I just can't tell you enough how cool this figure actually looks with Mjolnir. Here he comes from the back, and he's coming from the front. Here he comes. Here comes Thor with Mjolnir. Look how cool Mjolnir looks with our Chris Hemsworth right here. Oh goodness, that looks golden. Yeah. Okay guys, so if you really enjoyed this review, this is a fantastic figure, guys. So at the end of the day, I highly recommend picking up this Mighty Thor Jane Foster. This is probably one of Hasbro's best Marvel female figures in the MCU, and probably one of the best female Marvel Legends action figures. She is easily a 10 out of 10, and I highly recommend you pick her up. If it's whether at Target or Amazon or Dorksat Toys, Big Bad Toy Store, I say highly get this figure. She's probably the price point at $22.99 or $25 on other sites. But regardless, with that being said, the mighty Thor herself is easily one of my favorite female figures in Marvel Legends. Probably this is the female figure of the year, in my opinion. Look how sick she is, and she looks super bad butt on the rotating base. There she is. Look how cool that pose is, guys. Dang. Great job, Hasbro.